Back on our show this Monday, Briggs Sadler with us. He was one of the coaches on the Alexandria Sweetees team that won a World Series championship last week in Georgia. So, Briggs, thanks for coming by.
No problem. Thanks for having me.
Congratulations, by the way.
Thank you.
I'm sure you're still floating on that cloud.
Oh, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. It's an unbelievable run.
Yeah.
Great group of girls. They played real well and brought it home.
Well, walk us through from the start to the completion project.
Well, we started back in June at the end of the regular season. You have 12 girls that come from their individual teams, and us as coaches bring them together, try to get them to play together. We played a district tournament. A couple weeks later after that, we played a state tournament, and then a couple weeks after that, we played at the World Series in Georgia. And the girls did an excellent job of doing everything us as coaches asked them to do and playing together.
That's it. They built a strong team, obviously.
They built a strong team on the field and off the field. They love hanging out with each other just as much off the field as they enjoyed playing with each other.
That makes all the difference, doesn't it?
It did. It made a big difference.
You won without losing a game.
Yes, sir.
That's amazing.
Yes, we went undefeated. I don't know that I could have envisioned that, but I'm proud of them for doing that.
Yeah. What were some of the strong points of the team? What made the team so unbeatable?
Really, just the way they came together. The girls have just a sense of not wanting to get beat. Anytime, anytime games came close, they just kicked it into another gear and played like you've never seen them play before.
Right. Sounds like they had a little competitiveness in
Oh,
going.
they're very competitive among each other and against other teams as well.
Played on the road also. They were playing in Georgia. That has to be kind of difficult.
It was difficult. It's about a 10-hour drive to get over there, and you show up, you do your banquet, and the next day you get playing. So there's not much turnaround. So
and it was double elimination.
It was a double elimination tournament. Yes, ma'am.
Not that y'all had to.
We didn't have to use it, thank goodness.
Yeah.
But it was nice knowing going into that last game that if we did get beat, we had to get beat twice.
And when you say Sweeties, you're speaking of the 6- and 7-year-old group?
6- and 7-year-old group, yes, ma'am.
Wow.
Our tournament was a traditional Sweeties tournament, so it was a T-ball tournament.
Right.
But you'd never guess that they were 6 and 7 years old watching the way they played.
And then you were telling me you got back in town just in time to watch the Alexandria Debs team win their World Series over at Johnny Downs last week.
We did. We pulled up with about 30 minutes to spare, and some of us showed up to help support some of the other local teams that were playing in the finals of their World Series.
And I believe the Alexandria Debs team had to kind of fight back. I think they lost an earlier game and then came back to win the championship at Johnny Downs.
They did. They lost a game somewhere earlier in the tournament and ended up beating, I believe it was North Carolina, twice to win that tournament. So
that's pretty neat. 2 softball world champions from the Alexandria area.
2 softball world champions from the Alexandria area, and if I recall, I think we had 6 teams playing in World Series this year for Dixie throughout all the age groups.
Central Louisiana has a very strong softball baseball program.
It sure does.
It's very strong in this area, and I was proud to see that just the Alexandria Dixie organization sent so many teams to represent the area.
Yeah, and we've been reminding people over in Pineville this week the boys' World Series will continue at Ward 9.
Okay. Yeah, I knew that was playing.
Yeah.
So this had to be a good feeling for you, Briggs, to go to Georgia and come back with a world championship.
It was very nice, considering I never won one when I played.
There you go. This is a good way to cap it.
It was. Yes, sir.
All right. Thanks, Briggs.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you for joining us this morning. Good day.
Have a good day. Thank you.
All right. And more to come. LC Athletics. We'll talk about that in just a second.